Yeah, because I have to get the marketer has to market himself. So I have, I think, like three podcasts. This will be the third one that I've done. And that's a lot of content. So I need to
Uh-huh.
make sure I'm using that to the best of my ability. And we're getting some views, we're getting some clicks, making some sales.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm ready though for you, Michael.
Recording in progress.
Good morning. Welcome to Saturday Small Business Leaders. Today we have a guest. I've known Andrew for a couple years now. Andrew Vargas has been a digital marketer for 6+ years. Andrew is the founder of Trustwise Marketing. He has a BS degree from Cal State East Bay in business administration and business management. His business is a growth focused agency helping social service based local service based businesses owners get more customers online without the tech overwhelm. With a background in business and a creative spark that started back in his DJ and photography days, Andrew built Trustwise Marketing to make it easier for small businesses to grow using smart websites, automation, paid ads, and AI tools. Whether it's getting found on Google or closing more leads with less effort, he's on a mission to help business owners work smarter, not harder. Well, Andrew, thanks for joining us on the Saturday Small Business Leader podcast. We
Good,
appreciate having you.
good morning. Happy Saturday, Michael.
Happy Saturday. Um, what prompted you to start Trustwise Marketing, and how has the landscape of trust in business changed since then?
Definitely. So I was employed right after college. Did the cubicle life as a marketer for about 2 years, and I just felt really limited there. And I knew that the skills I did learn um, while I was there were helpful and were helping the company and were generating leads and sales. So I knew that I had something that could help more than just this single company. And I had that thought. I left. I found some softwares and some systems I really liked. And then I said, okay, let's try to help as many people as possible. Um, and I kind of thought about it because as a marketer, everybody needs marketing, whether you're a small business or a bigger business. And I had to really think, who do I want to help? And I decided to go with small local service-based business owners because usually they have a great skill and they're good at helping their customers, but they usually don't know how to market or create websites or manage a CRM and things like that. So I really wanted to come in and help the little guy who basically needs the most help in that sector.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Was there any person that kind of helped you navigate through the entrepreneurship or shape your philosophy on building trust in marketing?
Hmm. Let me think about that one. Hmm. I did have a friend who really was an entrepreneur basically since I've known him. Serial entrepreneur. I've done photo and video work for him. Um and multiple businesses actually of his, and I think he kind of gave me the courage to say, hey, like, I'm not going this way. I'm not doing the typical 9 to 5 and things are working out fine. But I was able to see kind of the work that he had to put in order to make what he wanted to make happen, right? So that definitely helped kind of show me like, okay, there's definite it's definitely not impossible to do something like this, which was really cool. And I'm still connected with him. He still helps out with my business, and he tries to bring in referrals all the time too. And he's still doing his thing, which is great. So he was really helpful, um, and I'm actually pretty lucky to have a lot of which is interesting. A lot of women in my life have started businesses. The women in my family, my sister has a very successful dog walking business in Los Angeles. My aunt has a very successful fresh pressed juice business in Riverside in Southern California. She's been doing it for years and years, and um, both her and my aunt, or both my aunt and my sister, are about to open up their own shops too, finally, which is super great. Great timing. And then my other aunt too. She's run her business out there in the Corona Riverside area for since since I could remember, honestly. And it's so interesting. She sells like tile and granite and things for kitchens, so like kitchen bathroom remodeling. Um, so I think they were a pretty big inspiration for me as well. And I feel like if I didn't really know these people or see their experiences, maybe I wouldn't have been so confident in my decision to kind of go off on my own. So I'm
Okay.
thankful for them, definitely.
So, do you have any leverage data strategies to not only achieve marketing goals, but also foster trust?
Hmm. Leverage data strategies. That's a tough one. What I do have is kind of just the experience of seeing what has worked and what is working. And then I, of course, am on all the marketing algorithms on like Instagram and Facebook. So I see all the things people are talking about too, which is good to stay on top of. Um, but it's mostly my learned experiences and seeing what's working, what's not working, and what we've tried, and you know, what we might be able to try. Um, so yeah, it's mostly just learned experiences, not only from myself and the actual work that I've done, but the work that my clients have done on their own and kind of shared with me. Like, hey, we've um, so an example I can share is my auto detailer. He he used to do everything on his own, and whenever he needed to fill up his appointment list, what he would do was send out a bunch of text messages to all his old clients, which is basically remarketing. And he would do that all by hand, one by one, and it would work, right? Um, so I basically took that information from him and said, okay, well, we have the systems. Let's automate the remarketing process. Um, and we've implemented that for him. And he's seeing the same results he saw doing it by hand, but now he doesn't have to remember to send out texts every week or whenever it gets slow. Um, so it's a combination of uh, learned from our own experiences working, and then we love listening to our clients too. I feel like I learned a lot doing it that way as well.
Okay. Um, can you describe a significant business challenge related to building trust and how it was overcome for either the business itself or a client?
Hmm. Hmm, 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 hmm. I'm trying to think of a specific scenario I could reference. Hmm. I think I can talk a little bit about landing pages or just web pages in general. Um, I don't have a specific scenario I can bring up, but where I'm always kind of coming in when I'm dealing with a new website or even an old website is the trust factors. Those are usually missing on people's web pages, which is very interesting. And trust factors are things like badges from credited companies, right? That's also reviews. Reviews is one of the biggest ones. Uh, Reviews are huge, so I like to make sure that there are reviews on those landing pages, just so that if you're a completely new person, it's not just the business owner telling you, hey, we do all this stuff really good. It's the customers of the business also explaining why they enjoyed working with this company. So we like to make sure reviews are there to make sure we have a lot of trust. Um, and then one thing that I actually tried myself that I noticed worked very well were video testimonials, and we've heard about this a lot. People have talked about it a lot too. Um, and while I was running an ad campaign for myself, we added on video testimonials and noticed a pretty nice little jump in conversions on that page um, because we saw people were actually going and watching the videos. Um, and if you have somebody telling you, like a real person that's not the exact business owner, yes, I trust this person, this business, it's way more likely that you submit your information to us rather than just reading the page of stuff we wrote. So, um, a lot of people really connect with those testimonial videos. So, I highly encourage really any business owner to try to get some video testimonials from their clients. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of people don't really think too much about um, trust when it comes to creating a website. And those are just some of the things we like to do uh, in order to give people the best chance of getting that conversion.
Um, Thanks for that. On a typical day, what does the team at Trustwise Marketing work on?
Definitely. So, some client meetings. Sometimes people need stuff, and I'm always answering calls. I'm pretty easy to reach. Um, Phone, text, call me, email me, whatever you like. So sometimes there's meetings. Sometimes we're working on bigger projects. So we might, um, I think every Monday and Tuesday right now, we have a team meeting. What are we doing? What needs to be done? All right. See you guys next week. Let's handle it. Um, Currently, right now, there's website updates coming in. So some clients need new blogs, other clients need new landing pages or need landing pages edited. We're working on some of that right now. Um, Running a few paid ad campaigns, so I check in on those daily, making sure the numbers are looking good and we're not wasting any ad spend in places we're not supposed to be. And new client onboarding, it's not as much as it should be yet. We were just talking about the marketer marketing himself more before this. But sometimes onboarding and getting new clients kind of situated with the system, and then, um, of course, every new tool you need to kind of learn how it works and this and that. So a little bit of that too.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I try to check in with my team at least once a day. Just, hey, good morning. What are you up to? Um, but yeah, just little things here and there.
What are some things like you do, like to do off hours, like hobbies or whatnot?
Definitely. Um, of course, hanging out with friends on the weekend is always a great time. I just started getting back into golf, which is kind of funny. I used to golf when I was younger for maybe like 2 years, 3 years or something. Um, and one of my friends just started going, and I was like, "Hey, can I go?" And um, I feel like I lost a little bit of the skill. I don't really remember how good I was back then, but I still got a little bit of it. So I've been golfing a little bit more, and I love trying to stay fit. So walks, runs, hikes, gym whenever I can. Um, Besides that, I'm really just trying to work as hard as I can to make sure my current customers are happy, make sure my business is set and ready, and then try to get more customers too. So yeah.
Have you ever taken any of your clients out for golfing?
No, I haven't, not yet. That's a great idea though. I don't know if any of them golf. I have to think, but I'd be super down. I do lunch every now and then. I just visited a client yesterday and brought us some in and out before our meeting, but no golf yet. Golf would be a lot of fun.
Say, Andrew, what is something that used to be a challenge in marketing or business that has been overcome, and how was it achieved?
Hmm. Hmm. So for my customers, I think a challenge is, of course, everybody's goal is more leads, more views, more business. Um, and a challenge for them was doing the necessary things and sending the necessary messages and asking for reviews and following up. I think those things are a challenge kind of for everybody, even if it's just you and a friend made plans last week and haven't followed up this week. Um, Especially for a business owner that has so many things going on in their world. Um, I think that's a big challenge for a lot of my clients, and what we've done to kind of basically remove that challenge is automation. I've become a huge fan of automation, maybe 2 years ago as well. Automation and AI kind of came hand in hand in a way.
Okay.
So once all the AI stuff started really booming, the automation stuff was right there behind it. Um, so we implement a lot of AI where we can and a lot of automation where we can in order to save these business owners hours a day, maybe even hours a week. Um, and I really try to encourage everybody, even if like you're not my customer or whatever, maybe it's just another marketing colleague. Think in automations, really think in automations. Um, because it's just such a time saver and it's not as expensive as it might sound, and it can really do wonders for a business. Um, One example that I'm just implementing for myself is social media posting. Um, and as a business, I need to be everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, TikTok, YouTube, Alignable, Google My Business, right? We need to be seen in all those places. But it takes me like maybe like 10 minutes to make a single post, right? On all those platforms. Um, So if that's like 5, 6 platforms, that's like an hour of my day gone just to make a single Instagram post. So what I've done is create an automation that lets me just post on Instagram, and depending if it's a photo or a video, it'll go out and post on all the other social platforms. The same video or the same photo, but usually with a different caption, just because we don't want to post um, we don't want to post the caption from Instagram that's kind of more friendly and fun to LinkedIn where they're more serious and kind of I guess to the point. Um, so just with an automation like that, if you're posting 4 times a week and it takes you an hour per post for all the platforms, you're saving 4 hours a week, with just one automation. And if you think about all the automations you can put into your business as a business owner, we can make it really easy for you to run just a well-oiled and almost fully automated business.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's great. Um, well, how do people get in touch with you, Andrew?
Social media, or reach out on LinkedIn, or send me an email. Um, my website is trustwisemarketing.com. No hyphens, no nothing, just exactly how it sounds. Reach out on there. Send me a text message. All my contact information is on the website.
Oh, that's great. Um, let's see. I'm just checking my questions here. So, um, would you say that the trust in business to business marketing has evolved, particularly with the rise of AI and other digital platforms?
uh, with 100% honest, as someone who sells AI tools, right? You would assume that I would just say yes. Business to business, and even business to customer, people don't really love AI quite yet. I think I think it's getting there to the point where people don't mind it, but right now it is still pretty new. Um, so it's not at the point where it's like people are okay and excited to talk to the robot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, in in my experience, if we do the AI callers, right? Either use AI to make a call or answer a call, um, it will never do as well as you answering the call or your front desk person making or answering the call. At least for now, I think it'll get there maybe in 2 years or so. But right now, people just don't really want to talk to robots. Um, I think through like messaging, like text or Instagram is okay, and you can get away with that. Um, but I think the moment another business or even a customer finds out that they've been talking to a robot and not really talking to you, the trust kind of drops right now. So
Okay.
I'm recommending people put AI kind of into the back end of their stuff, or if if they really really need it, then let's do it. But I'm not really pushing the AI initiative too much on my customers, just because it is a great question. Um, the amount of trust goes down a little bit once people figure out, oh, it's not even a real person I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think it's still so new. We're still really becoming okay with it. I think down the line, it'll get way more adopted by everybody. Um, yeah, just down the line. We'll have to wait a little bit longer, but that doesn't mean that including AI in your automations is it beneficial. I just don't really 100% recommend it yet for um, conversations with customers. But having AI internally to help you do things like create invoices, uh, optimize messaging, um, help you with conversions, or help you find weaknesses in your business. I think that's great. Um, but yeah, with regarding trust with other business owners, it's not quite there yet.
Okay. Well, really appreciate having you on today, Andrew. Is there anything that we didn't cover that you'd like to share with the audience?
I want to ask you some questions. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. I don't have my notes. I'm not prepared. I'm sorry. I should have been. Um, I'm not sure if you talk about this a lot on here, but I know you're very invested, just focus wise on the stock market. Where do you see AI kind of going? And I'm sure we've all watched it for the past maybe like 3 4 years. Um, how do you see AI affecting the markets? Maybe even um, over here in the U.S. markets, but maybe even overseas as well.
Well, I think from a standpoint of, it wasn't called AI back then, but algorithmic trading has been going on for about 20 years or
Yeah.
more. And so that really kind of affects the market. And a lot of times it'll just pop on a word that is said by some leader. Uh, but I think where the AI comes in, it can kind of go out and scan what people are talking about and help others have a uh, better return on their portfolio. And like if I know it's used a lot in the crypto markets right now.
Hmm.
There's some option trading, and people are using that to have better results. So that's where I think that is happening.
Nice. Yeah, I would love for AI to help me manage risk. Like anytime I open up any trading platform, it can just see my screen and be like, "Okay, do you see that chart? It's looking bad. You should just pull out." If I had a companion like that to help me while I'm trading, that would be so so beneficial, so helpful for me. Um, Another question is, well, I guess for your business, if you were, let me see how to phrase this. What marketing strategies work very well in your industry to generate leads and customers that you think most people either should do or are doing in your industry?
I think like going to different networking events and then being able to come in and give either a keynote speech or just share something from your skill set that others can see. And I think that draws a lot more people out than um, I know digital marketing can work, but I think just the people to people, just like you said about AI, people not trusting that as much, people not trusting the digital marketing as much if they can see somebody that they can call or talk to on a regular basis, they're more comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's something that you've actually helped me realize too, going to these networking events with you. Um, I could make hundreds of cold calls or send hundreds of DMs and not get a single meeting. But I feel like if I shake like 20 hands in person, I'll probably walk out with one new customer. and that's just like you said, probably, I mean, as a business owner, it's a great strategy that works for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's it from me, Michael. Thank you.
Well, that's awesome. Thanks so much, Andrew. We really pleased to have you on board, and we want to keep your name out there and keep you helping other businesses. So I may have. I was thinking about somebody who had reached out to me today that's in the service industry, and I want to kind of find out more about what they're using to get their leads. But in the meantime, wish you continued success, and we'll see you on Super Saturday.
Super Saturday. Let's do it. Thank
Yeah,
you so
that's when
much.
Andrew's video comes out.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, you have a great day, Andrew.
Thanks, Michael. You too.
Recording stopped.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, thanks so much.
Good job.
Were the questions too tough or?
Some of them. I mean, not too tough.
I just kind of pulled them up out of
Yeah,
Google podcast questions
yeah,
based on your website.
yeah. Uh, I did like how there was the question about kind of trust in everyone, going
Uh-huh.
off of my name. That was kind of fun. But not too hard. I do wish I had the questions beforehand, just so
Oh, yeah,
I could prepare a little
that would
bit
have
better. Yeah,
that would have helped.
but I think I didn't do too bad. Might have rambled a little bit, but I think I did okay. So,
Okay.
how'd you feel?
If we do it again, I'll definitely give you the questions beforehand.
Thank you. We'll have to check in a year, have a part two, so
Okay.
they can see the growth.
Awesome.
How do you think it went? Everything good?
Yeah, I think everything went pretty good.
Cool. Me too.
And then I'll send you a copy, and then I'm going to post it on about 6 different websites, social media websites.
Nice. Sounds good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Whenever I do get a chance to make content with this too, I'll send you some stuff that you can share as well if you'd like.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool, Michael. Well, thank you. That was fun. I'm excited.
Awesome.
All
Well, I
right.
hope you have a great day, and let's stay in touch.
You too. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye.